Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channel. This is a process video for the 52 weeks of 52 favorite everyday life photos. And I am going to be using a layout that I am scrapbooking from or scraplifting. However, it is paid content. So I will link it down below. It is from Let's Create Together, March 2026. And this is the Simple Stories Pink Lemonade collection. And it's the one in the kit that we use. I'm doing the Love Life. And these are all done by Allison Davis through Scrapbooking, Cards, and Today. So I'm going to kind of walk you through this. I decided to follow hers very closely, except I added some pieces. So she used this particular background that I have. The only difference is I added the yellow background that came in the kit, and then I am doing my doodling, which you're seeing right there, which is from All in Create, which is TP1337. It's the Sewn Sparks. So you're going to see that. Now, I have already discussed about the photo that is somewhere on my channel, and this is the second one. So I've already put, if I remember correctly, I've already put up the photo for that one, and I am now, this is like the caveat to it. So this photo is all of the notes that my homeroom class wrote because I took a day off from school and I had no sub-plans, no nothing, and that's not normal. Like, my kids know better. Like, my kids know that something was drastically wrong. So I'll get back to that in a second here. So I decided to take these clouds and highlight them all the way around so that they are kind of pushing off the, coming off the layout a little bit, giving that 3D look on a 2D layout. Then I decided to come in with some of my sprays and some of my mists. Not mist, but my Distress Oxide. So I got out Squeezed Lemonade for Distress Spritz and Distress Oxides. And that is what you're going to see me use all the way through this. Now, because this is a white background, it's going to be hard to see the splatters, but it does work really well. I am going to take a quick pause, get rid of my puppers, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So if you heard my dog chewing on a bone behind me, I am super sorry. I just got him out so that he can chew on that where he wants to. So here I am. I'm placing all these clouds down, and I'm going to back one of them up, and you're going to see how I'm going to tie this in. So as you're going to see me kind of fluster duster through all of the strawberries and the yellows, you'll see how I bring this together, this one, and then I do turn the camera off. I glue everything down because it does take me a little bit longer to fussy, so I was like, I'll just leave the part of me trying to figure out where I'm going to put these clusters and then glue off camera. So back to the photo. The photo is of my classroom. My homeroom kids left all of these notes because during Kaylin's 6th grade year, and I've talked about it before on my channel, but these are now the photos. And full disclaimer, I don't have to do this, but I'm going to anyway because I know I'm going to have conversations regarding this. Yes, I did get permission from my daughter to post this. Yes, she does know that I am making layouts. Yes, she does know I'm doing a process video of this. She had a very rough, very, very rough night. And the night that this happened was on a Wednesday. It came from soccer, which is the photos and the layout that I've done with those. She had a very rough night to where we ended up in the ER. And they were talking about doing a 72-hour hold due to what had happened. Well, Fort Gordon does not have a 72-hour hold for minors. So we had to stay at the ER, and we had to go through a bunch of steps to see if she was okay to come home or if we had to take her off post and take her somewhere else that does handle minors. A long story short, we were able to take her home. And then that following day, one of the stipulations was that I would get her in with behavior health the minute that we would wake up and get her in when everyone was in from behavior health. So with all of that, she went through therapy, she did all of that, and now she's doing really well. She did graduate a whole 6.5 months later from behavior health. Her counselor was fantastic, did an amazing job. But in the meantime of all of this, we talked, like, my kids were very much aware of everything that was going on, and we had a long conversation about it. Like, they actually wanted to talk about it, and I was okay with it. Like, I truly was okay with talking about this, because you have to talk about health, behavior health. So that's that, and I'm going to leave it at that. Now, here I'm back. I did do a little bit of a changeover. I put the title Memories up there. I did bring in Hello Friends. This is a different day. I filmed at night and then I couldn't finish it. I was just exhausted. And so then I came back and I wanted to finish this up, obviously. So this is the next day. I glued everything down, and now I am working on getting the rest of it. I am tying in, and it's going to be like this triangle effect, or if you want to call it like half a triangle. I'm going to get this butterfly down, and then you're going to see what I do here in the corner. I am adding a bicycle. I have not added a bicycle for years on my layout. Now, if anybody around here knows, an OG of the OGs, I used to always say, and I always was telling a good friend of mine, Scrappy Amy, that put that bicycle on there. Get that bicycle on that layout. Use the bicycles. Well, here I am. I'm using the bicycle for it. But I wanted to do kind of the same thing that I did around all three of them. I took my Distress Oxides and gave them a yellow glow. Now remember, that's the squeezed lemonade. And then I do come in with my splatters too. Every component or every little section has a glow. The only spot that I didn't put the glow in was the friend, because I knew for a fact that I would have had to glue it and all of this because it wouldn't have stuck. So I just decided not to. Off camera, I couldn't figure out which twine I wanted to use. So in the still shots, you'll see that I add twined to that particular layout. For that tag, I wanted to add some tags in there. I really didn't care that I was hiding love this or like what the saying of the other one was. It was the matter of the color tones and me just adding. But if you look in the still shots, or if you had the layout in front of you, you could read it. And then I pulled out all of these hearts way back before I started filming, and I am going to use all them up. I did use some of the foam spots for the strawberries. I love the strawberries cascading down the side with the flowers and the pinwheels on the side, and adding all of those pieces, and they're connecting. I got the friend to connect with that one pinwheel, and then the little strip that's running down the page that's got the flowers, that's the other part. So here I am, I'm coming in with, now I did get the full sheet of enamel dots, and I'm adding all of the medium, like the medium size enamel dots on this. I don't go any bigger. And then I'm lastly coming in with the Distress Spritz with the squeezed lemonade, and I'm just going to make up the big spots where I want them to end up being. And I added the love you. I forgot that I did add that love you, but off camera, I changed that love you and I centered it a little bit more. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did make the butterfly trail. This is how I connected the friend to it. I wanted to add and make it look like it went up to there. Then I was like, well, if I'm going to do these dots, let's add these dots everywhere else. And that's just a pop of color black. The twine that you will see in the still shots, because I don't put it here, I do bring it in camera, but I don't do it here. And that is hemp core, the spring. There you go. And then that is it. There is the twine. I love how that turns out. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't know why I go when I go. I still don't know why this war in my blood. Why this war with all that I love? Oh, my wandering ways and these faithless days, I find it hard to explain.